Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. As you guys are tuning in, hit that thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. As you guys can tell from the thumbnail, we are up over 2,000 bucks today. We did mention yesterday we liked how we traded, just some fine adjustments, certain smaller things being needed to get tweaked, and we will be right back on track. So said, so done. And of course, we do have to give a shout out to the market for providing an abundance of opportunity today as well. Now, right off the bat, I will say that today was the kind of day where if I was more aggressive, if I was more willing to take on risk, I'd be up $6,000 to $8,000 guaranteed. With the same trades I took, if I were to take on more risk in each and every one of those buy and sell areas, I would have been up around 6 to 8,000 today. But we did not push it. We did not want to expose ourselves to too much risk, especially on a week where we already had two big red days. We're looking to get ourselves going. We're trying to get back on the side of consistency. As you guys know, for me, since mid-September, it's been a little tricky, right? The last month and a half, the last 2 months has been a very tough. We haven't really been seeing the best action. So we want to make sure we get on the side of consistency. And so, today we took it slow. We stuck to our plan. We were focused. We traded how we needed to trade. One of the highlights of today was me adjusting to the opportunities, based off of the personality of the stocks. Some stocks require you to be more aggressive. Some stocks require you to be a little quicker, a little faster. Some stocks require you to be, to hold a little longer. And so those were the things that I was really impressed with today, right? And for me, from stock to stock, personality to personality, adjusting to the best strategy suited and executing like nobody's business. Again, share size was the only thing I was missing today. So I have two archives. One of them is super long, like 3 hours. The other one is about an hour. That one will be posted by the time this recap has been uploaded, and that one is the one going over the afternoon trades. So just a quick background, just a quick, touch up quickly on how the day transpired. We started off with the watch list stocks, WAVD. This was one of them. As you can see, big move up pre-market into the open to the depths. Not much. Sold off. Kind of consolidated at the lows, lighter volume. Other than that, we had BBLG. BBLG, a little disappointing that we lost in this one. We were up 350 here to start the day on this 3-bar play with small size. We weren't sure if this was going to be the stock of the day. So we approached it with small size, got in there, got some good winning trades, ended up catching this dip nicely. All of that equated to 3,000 shares. Now, the moment we decided to get aggressive, we got aggressive down here thinking this thing was going to bounce again, and come back up to VWAP. Instead, we stopped out with bigger size, erasing our gains rather, and taking on a loss. No good. And so we kept watching. We got back in again. This thing starts to hold up. We're watching here. We're attempting a few breakouts on this side. It didn't quite go right away. But over here is where it pulled away. And then again, we captured this opportunity here, but only with 2,000 shares. Initially, we're in about 4,000 shares, 87. We sold 2,000 right at the resistance because, again, we've been stuck at this level of 90. So I'm like, man, I'm just going to take this 2 cents, take the 60, 70 bucks. And I held 2,000 shares all the way up here to 96, 95, 96. Then I'm like, you know what? If this thing, and I said that if this stock breaks out and pulls back into this previous resistance, I will be aggressive. So said, so done. The stock does what? Let's bring up the drawing tool. It's been a long time since we used this drawing tool. Guys, hit that thumbs up if you're watching on. Hit that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Right now, I do not feel great. I've been here all day trading. Anyhows, I said if we pull away and we come back, right? So we pulled away and we came back. And right here, your boy started loading up like nobody's business. And again, the stock failing me, going from green to red yet again. And so I'm in here, stopping out down here, and that was awful. Not good. But hey, what can you do? Take the loss, smile, and move on. AKA, take the lesson, smile, and move on. The lesson here was, hey, this stock just wasn't the one. So we don't catch feelings. It's not personal. It never was, never will be. So we moved on to the next stock in line. And the next stock in line was SGD. I did shut down the live stream at this point. But this one, you know, it went from the first halt into the second halt into the third halt, right? Let's pull it up over here on E-Trade. SGD. Let's go to the E-Trade 1 minute candlesticks. All the dotted lines represents the circuit breaker halts. If a stock is going up or down too fast, too quickly, it can get halted for 5 minutes. There are market-wide halts even. I would recommend you guys, if you don't know what circuit breaker halts are, to check them out in the chapters and the classes. If you're not in the classes, be sure to just check them out on YouTube or Google or whatever you use. That way you get a bit of a better understanding of what these are. But anyhow, so we're halted up the first time, the second time, and I did step away here, came back, and it was being talked about in Discord, and a lot of the guys were watching this dip and rip here. So this thing opened up at 118, dipped to a low of 15, and from 15 rips up to a high of 35. So the dip and rip was in full session, and the traders in Discord were capitalizing. They were going crazy. So I started watching, and I watched the dip here. You know, high of 48, pulls back here to a low. In fact, no, I did not watch this dip. This I thought was selling off at the time. I did not watch this dip. From 11, this thing got all the way back to 36. And right here, I took my first trade. It opens up at 43. I believe we capture a dip and ribbon here before the higher move up to 98, where we captured another dip and rip up to 206. And then again, we captured another dip and rip here from, I believe, no, we missed this one, but we captured this one. What time is this? 11:43 and 11:33. I can't remember. Let's see. 11:33. Guys, I only took 200 orders today, right? 11:33. And it's 75 out of 84. And then a small loss. Yeah, so okay, we took a small loss afterwards here, which wasn't too bad. This was a good trade, in at 85 out of 205. This is at 26. So that's this halt resumption here. Yeah, we caught a good dip. So yeah, you know, but we didn't use a lot of share sizes mentioned. You know, for me, coming to this thing, it's up so much. It wasn't a huge day to begin with. I was taking it easy. You know, you guys have seen me before on stocks at like $2, 150 with halts going up, you know, 4,500. Wasn't that aggressive here. You know, risk is part of the deal, man. Risk is part of the deal. And I have this bit of a nonchalant style in this recap because I need to get out of here. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, let's keep going. Man, let's take a sip of water. This needs to be something else, but anyhow. Long day. Guys, hit the thumbs up. Long day. This thing, I mean, this stock, I don't know. This stock was just absurd. It got to a point where it was not tradable. Just, you know, craziness. I think tomorrow it might be at like $15 in pre-market. I don't know. That's the type of vibes it's giving, being that it bounced up so much. I would have thought short sellers were in control on this backside, but I mean, look at what after hours has done. So who knows? Tomorrow it might be one of those stocks. But not a lot to talk about besides a bunch of halts. The other one that was in play was the parent company or the holding company SGBX, right? SGBX, you'll see that the charting is somewhat similar to the other one. This is the one I was able to do better on, and wasn't super aggressive again on the front side, but you know what? This thing turned over and I started going short. And I accidentally realized that there were shares to borrow on the way up, hitting the sell button one time too many, right? And on the way down is where, we really got some good trades. And you guys will be able to see all those short trades coming down. Um, they were recorded. So we were in Discord. Shout out to the Discord, right? If you guys are not in the Discord, check it out. Today was one of those days where we had like 20 people hanging out in the audio section. What does that mean, right? So let's pull up Discord here. This section right here where it says Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. If you're a blue member or above, you can join and you'll have access to speak, or you can mute your mic, listen in, that type of thing. So, it was about 20 of us. It's pretty respectful. We took turns talking, and, different call outs, different trade ideas. But, the main thing is if you understand what you're looking for and you can hear some other perspectives, it really helps you paint a picture of what the stock could potentially do. And so, we were talking and it's like, man, hey, this thing might just be done and might just be, coming down hard. And on top of that, it was sympathy momentum. And so with sympathy momentum, if the other stock is failing miserably, more than likely this one will fail miserably as well. And so the pastor went short. But you know what? I didn't get my full position size filled. I tried to go for 12K. Was only in 6,000 on the backside. But we did capture some opportunities. Going short around 97, covering lower towards the low 90s, going short again at 89, covering that one we could have held a little longer. We covered a little early, but we ended up getting going short again and covering again. So let's pull it up and then let's pull up the show trades here towards the end. We did end up going long again when we had the bounce opportunity on the other one. So short here at 82, covering as we went lower to 70, 71, 74. Short again up here at this is where I tried to take 12,000 size. Short again right here, 75. Guys, this one was a sympathy play, but like if there's shares available, I made a mistake once going short. It was nonsense, but other than that, like I could go short every day if there's shares available, because when you start to understand stocks well to one direction, you'll know where they're failing or where they're likely to fail. You're not going to be 100% accurate, right? I'm not 100% accurate going long, but having the idea, the thought process, the intuition, that itself would add a lot of gain. So, it would be good. And we're working on a little something, something. So, maybe we'll see over time if we are able to get some shares available to go short. And then we ended up going long down here, and you can see we ended up catching a nice bounce opportunity on the way up. But that's gonna do it, guys. This one we're not looking into the archives. We're not gonna go super deep. If you guys want to see the show trades on the other one, so you can see where I got the moves going up. You can see I barely traded any sort of size here, but quick trades, getting it done. In at 48, out at 57, in at 85, out at 02, in at 75, out at 75, small loss in at 84, out at 80, and then over here we captured a nice trade in at 99, out at 320. Could I have continued trying to do this? I mean, yeah, but it started getting tricky. I missed entries on the false halts going down. man, if you get caught in a false halt going down on a stock like this, it's dangerous. So I kind of eased off. Wasn't pushing it. Wasn't pushing size. I took my 400 bucks. Again, how many times have you guys seen me trade stocks like this with 3K, 4K, right? If I'm using 4,000, the gain here is probably like 2K just on, these trades, right? So we'll put a little bit more size if we see something moving forward here tomorrow. But yeah, we don't want to be overly aggressive to get ourselves in trouble. But this is where we can end the recap. What we're pushing, 15 minutes. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Pastor is out of here. I'm drained, but I'm gonna still go to the gym. When I go to the gym, my energy is gonna come back, and we'll be ready for tomorrow. Stay safe, stay green. I am signing out.